Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's 8:30 in the UK. I'm in Thailand. Nice and sunny. I hope it's lovely where you are. Looking at the US stock markets, which is what I've been following all of last week because, of course, they are probably the most exciting thing that's going on in the financial markets at the moment. Forex being a little bit dull. So I talked last week about, actually, I'm going to just flick us over to a daily chart. There we go. I talked about the double top pattern. I talked about the negative candles at the double top, which indicated that we should go down. And for the first time in a very long time, I was looking to short the US stock markets. Now back to the 4-hour chart. Now, if you're a subscriber and you're following me on the Telegram channel, you will remember that after this bounce, I was talking about the 4650, 4660 area likely being the high for the bounce. Now, that was pretty lucky. I was jumping into a short position there, and if you were too, that worked really well. Now, we had to run that position over the weekend because I think we got about as far as here by the Friday close, so we were still about 50 points, 60 points in profit, 50 points, I think. But I decided to run it over the weekend anyway. Not something that I normally recommend, too risky, but this looked like an opportunity that was worth taking. So Sunday, we opened lower and, of course, went down to my target, which was bang on the target, actually. 45.20, 45.10 was the support level, and that was around the 100-day moving average. So no surprises that we bounced there. I actually was getting out, to be fair, around here. There was a very minor support level around the 45.5 area, not a support level where I would have considered buying, but it was good enough for me to take 100 points out of the trade. I actually missed buying down there. My bid was a little bit too low, but if you managed to jump in, well done, because we've had one heck of a bounce. Now, this morning I had my resistance level at 46.00, 46.05, as you will have read in this morning's report. And as you can see, well, it's a fairly obvious reason, 38.2 fib. We've got some swing lows anyway, so the price action kind of backing that up. And if I show you on the daily chart, there's more information. So 50-day moving average, the black line coinciding with those little swing highs and swing highs here as well, swing highs and swing lows around this area. So not surprising that we're starting to run into resistance now, and we backed away. That trend line was broken, but we closed the week above it. In fact, we closed the day above it. So at the moment, it's still valid, which is around 45.5. So we've got very minor support around sort of 45.70, 45.60. Below 50, we could retest. Well, the 100 day moving average on the March chart is around 45.10. But if you look at the continuation chart, which is just keeps rolling over as the months expire, you can see that that's why I had the moving average, the 100-day moving average at 45.20, because that's on the continuation chart. Now that worked absolutely perfectly. I think it could work again on the second test, but I'm thinking on the third test we'll probably break down, but we're away from that yet, so we don't have to worry. But as you can see, if we close a day below the trend line around sort of 45.50, that would be a negative. If we have a daily close below there, daily close below the 100-day moving average would be even more negative. So at the moment, I can really only call this a sideways pattern because it is, because we've got when I look at the continuation chart, we've got this up here, double top, but it's not until we start getting below here. Oh, what's this thing doing? It's not until we start getting below here that we can start talking about more of a bear market. So we may just range. Who knows? We don't know. I don't try and forecast. I just pick levels and then I just go with the price movement. So that worked really well. Nasdaq also worked particularly well because we went bang to my target of what was it now? 15,580, 15,530, I think it was. And guess what? The low was 15,492. Couldn't really have been much more accurate. 100-day moving average doing its job there again. So for now, we're in this sideways pattern for the Nasdaq, and we could continue to trade sideways for a period of time, and then maybe we'll break up if that's a consolidation pattern. I can't see this as a particularly negative pattern, so I'm not recommending a sell. I certainly wouldn't be recommending a sell unless we break that 100-day moving average and the lower trend line. But for now, it's Christmas, New Year. We could just trade sideways and wait for a break. But anyway, pretty pleased with how all that went. The levels worked perfectly. We went down into Monday as expected. And now it's just a question of scalping the levels until we get an idea which direction the next big move is. I'll have a quick look at Bitcoin because I know most of you guys like it. We're holding resistance at around 48.5, 49,000. We are still in something of a bear trend. That's a descending little channel there. I can't be bullish unless we at least get above 50,000. We've tried today, but we don't seem to be managing to get through it. We've been trying all morning, but we're just not getting there. Okay, that's it for today. Not much else to say. You've got all the levels in the Forex markets if you're scalping those. Gold did quite well yesterday. We had resistance at 1800, 1805, and that actually held. Looks like we're holding below there again today. So that remains our key resistance level. Good luck if you're trading today, and I'll try and throw out another video tomorrow. Oh, there you go. Look, that was something I was going to show you. So these were the trades that I did on my account. As I said, selling around 46. Well, I started selling around 46.40, and then I started selling some more about 46.57, and I'd had that one on previously anyway on the way down. So that was my bounce trade, and then obviously getting out, as I said, I got out a little bit early, sort of 45.60, 45.50, not quite 45.50, 45.57 I think was the lowest exit that I had. No, it wasn't, it was 45. Anyway, 59. So nice trade on that one. I'm not going to trade for the rest of this month. I'm going to wait until January, try and relax a little bit and get my head straight for the January markets. But if you are trading then and I can help you in any way, then certainly do contact me. Thanks a lot for listening to me today, and maybe we'll chat again later in the week.